The League of Women Voters Flint area would like to thank Communities First Incorporated for their assistance with recording Flint area candidates for office. And we also want to thank Flint Beat for assisting with these forums. We want to thank you as well for tuning in to the Flint School Board Forum. Unlike legislative forums, each candidate was interviewed separately and no time limit was imposed. Like the legislative forums, however, candidates were instructed to speak only about their own qualifications and not about other candidates or political parties. 15 candidates filed for a seat on the board. All were invited to do an interview. 13 responded. 12 completed an interview and one was unable to due to a family medical situation. 5 seats, and therefore 5 votes, are available. You may wish to take some notes as you decide which 5 you will select.
This meeting is being recorded.
Good morning. How are you, Ms.
Good
Boose?
morning. Hi, Peggy. How are you?
Fine, thank you. We have 6 questions that we'll ask you about some of your opinions and credentials for this spot. The first one is, what has prepared you for these responsibilities?
What has prepared me is that I have worked in the Flint School off and on since probably 1978. Off and on, I had children that went through the Flint school system. I used to volunteer for the Title I program. I have also been a guest teacher, a substitute teacher, and a guest teacher in the Flint school system. And I am prepared right now to work as a school board member in the school system because I feel like I have some of the attributes needed, and the knowledge needed regarding what the school system is all about, and what the students need, the parents need, and how to support teachers at this time.
Okay, and the second one is, do you have ideas on how to maintain or increase student enrollment?
Oh, that's a big one, because across the whole entire United States, we know that the student count in public school has gone down. Um, I would say one thing that would help is to, maintain some stability here in terms of the Flint school system. We need to uh, promote some of our programs and services that we offer in the Flint school system. We have been, over the years, we have been a state of art. Oh, years ago, we were of the arts school. We offered a lot of services and programs, and we need to bring some back. Like the music department. We right now we don't have a um, a strong music department. The athletics, the extracurricular activities right now are so somewhat not supported the way they should be. We're trying to get the sports back up and running, so that the youth can participate in, basketball, tennis, if they want to, football. I even some students are interested in soccer. We want to bring those activities into play, but we need to make sure that our schools provide the education and resources that parents are also looking for to maintain their kids in the Flint school system. We're competing with other um, homeschooling, we're competing with charter schools, and we also are competing right now with online schools. And we have to make sure that the schools are providing the service programs and services that the parent and students are will be willing to participate in.
Okay. How is the role of a school board member different from that of a superintendent?
The role of the school board member is to make sure that the school is have for lack of a better term, is stable. The superintendent job is to make sure that the school is operating, and we are to provide let me think about it for a minute. there's two different roles. The school board responsibility is to make sure that we provide the support to the school system, make sure the school system is stable. The superintendent, we're not supposed to micromanage the superintendent. The superintendent job is to do the day-to-day operation, but the staff and make sure that his staff is doing the day-to-day operation. The board is to make sure that the schools are stable, that they're properly funded. We oversee the funding. We oversee, make sure the operation of the building, and we also look at the financial status of the school district. We try to support the school district and make sure that the teachers and the superintendent have what they need, approve different things to make sure that they have everything that they need to operate a school, the school
Okay.
district.
Have you or will you, oh, excuse me, I've skipped a question. Do you have any other responsibilities that might interfere with your attendance at meetings?
No, I am retired. I currently recently retired from the state of Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. So currently, only thing I have to do now is serve on the Flint School Board. I also a vice president of the Motherly Intercession, and I'm affiliated with a few other boards. But no, I don't have anything full time that'll hinder me from serving as a school board member.
Okay. Have you or will you be taking the school board training?
Yes, I'm currently taking the training. I have been on the board since March the 3rd, and I'm not, there's a lot that I'm learning, like school board policy, basic school law, um, you know, how to maintain student attendance. There's a lot of classes that I've been taking through the Michigan Association of School Boards. Um, and I have attended several classes since March and
Okay.
ongoing. You have to, coming into the school board, my perception of, um, the responsibility of a school board was enlightened once I got inside um, that arena. Is different. Um, Participating on a school board is there's a lot of responsibility that a school board member has.
Mhm.
You know, making sure that like now we're currently looking at trying to increase the salaries of the parapros. There's a lot of wage negotiations and different um, categories within the school district that we have to, be up on.
Okay. Thank you. And what do you think are the most important issues that Flint schools are facing?
The most crucial issues that we're facing right now is, we're trying to maintain our student count, because, the student count and how much we receive per student have a lot to do with our general funds, trying to maintain our funds, and also looking at which schools that are going to remain open. We have like three categories in terms of school buildings: the ones we want to keep, the ones that we want to, the ones that are currently open. We have 11 schools open, one high school and one middle school and elementary school. We have the 9 elementary schools open and closing properties, you know, and deciding which ones we want to keep open. We currently have bids on some of the vacant properties, and we own a lot of quite a bit of school properties, buildings and land around those schools. So right now, those are the focuses, and we also want to retain a good staff and superintendent, because over at least the last 8 or 9 years, we have had several turnover with superintendents.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for interviewing today. And we're trying to thank all of the participants for their interest in civic participation. Obviously, there's only 5 spots, so not everyone can win. But I think that it's also important just to be out there and to tell the voting public about your credentials and your interest. That's part of our improving our democracy every time we do that. So thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you for your time.